can't stop running. Mwah.
We got you. You're the Prime Minister, aren't you?
Not anymore. He lost his power and his fancy title. Now he's just a man.
Shut up!
Yeah! Do you know what you've done to regular folks like us? Since you villains took over the Hrim territory, our lives have been nothing but pain and misery! Heavy taxes, forced labor, it's brutal! Now we're gonna make you pay.
Such a nice selection of tea leaves in the pantry here.
Tea is nice and all, but it's not much good when you don't have sweets to go with it.
Sweet treats are less common, yes. But perhaps that makes sense. War is not sugar-coated.
If you've got time to be cheeky, you've got time to find me some sweets.
But Lysithea, your smile is so sweet.
Lord Ferdinand, excuse the interruption. Our scouts happened upon the information you were looking for. I thought it would be best to let you know as soon as possible.
They know where my father is?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, now.
After losing his position as Prime Minister, your father was held in Enbar for a very long time. He escaped. For a while, no one knew where he was. The other day, however, he was sighted alone in the Hrim territory. Seemed he was heading for an allied region.
Hrim.
Alone, you say? Was he safe?
I'm afraid not. There is a major insurrection happening in the Hrim territory. It's been 5 years since Duke Ire lost his control of the area. The military seems to have finally lost control, and the people's violence is unleashed.
I do not understand. Why are they rioting?
It's obvious, isn't it? Ferdinand, do you really know nothing about Hrim? Your own father was ruling it. You don't know what became of the area once he fell from power?
If it was truly a House Ire territory, I would have been trained in governing the area. But my father insisted that I have nothing to do with Hrim. But now is not the time to talk about this. We have to help him before he gets caught up in the violence.
You're right. Now isn't the time for chit-chat. Let's get over there quickly. Professor, will you be coming? We'd better depart as soon as possible. I know a bit about the situation. I'll fill you in later.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much.
I have gratitude.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
This is where my father was sighted? The citizens are rioting everywhere.
Over there! Quick! We need to help them!
There seem to be some people inciting the violence. If we take them out, perhaps the violence will subside.
It might be best to spread out.
The north side of the town is in chaos. I do not think we can advance.
It seems better to simply hold the line against the enemies in the north, and focus our efforts on saving the citizens of the east and south.
Ready for anything. This is where my father... The north...
Leave it to me.
My orders? All right, who's next?
Shall we?
I will prevail. Each battle a victory.
What's my strategy? Another victory.
Shall we? Guess I have no choice. Sorry, but it's you or me.
Thank you. Looks like I won't be robbed this time. At the ready.
My moment has arrived.
I fought and won. I'm that much closer to my goal. Steady now.
Let's make this quick.
Ready for anything.
I can do this! For the future of Bodland.
I'll do my best. Thank you.
Let's do this! Now! Whoa! Let me paint you a picture!
I took care of it. I wasn't about to let you go.
I'm on a roll! That's another one.
Worth a try.
All is going to plan.
I'll defeat you!
No mercy.
Bernie's just no good.
Still alive.
This could turn the tides.
I will not die yet. My blood compels me! This is for the best, right?
I admire you.
Thank you ever so much for helping us. I don't know what would have happened if it weren't for you.
Sorry, but I must.
I can do this! I wasn't about to let you go. I believe I can do more. We owe you our lives. We're saved! Saved, I say!
My heart burns with pride.
A nobleman does his duty. plan.
You are impressive. Witness frigid pride.
A fitting outcome. Thank you.
Let's shake things up.
It won't be in vain.
One day the war will be over.
Make a difference?
Okay, who's next?
I'll tolerate no obstacle.
I get to live another day, and it's all because you came to the rescue. I think that's all of them. I'm so glad we were able to help everyone.
My ambition unfulfilled.
If we cause enough chaos, we can do whatever we want!
We yield! Yield! We were just following orders. It's not like we love a good riot, really!
My heart burns with pride. Try harder!
All is going to plan.
Get out of here! Can't afford to lose.
Gotta train harder.
I must lead them well.
Witness frigid pride.
No chance.
This could turn the tides. A nobleman does his duty.
No time to slow down.
Appreciate it.
Predictable.
Let's see how they like this.
Flame spirit, protect me.
Appreciated. It won't be in vain. What's my strategy? This could turn the tides.
I will prevail. Shall we?
At the ready.
Go on, boys! Riot to your heart's content!
Strategy in motion.
I'm not the only bad guy here.
What? We give up. Have mercy. That guy made us do it.
Steady now.
My orders?
Shall we?
Let's make this quick.
Ready for anything.
Time for such. That's another one.
It's time!
All is going to plan. Not my best.
I'll do my best.
Appreciate that.
Leave it to me.
I won't let this hold me back.
What do you want? You better not stand in our way. And after I went to all the trouble of killing that noble and stealing his treasure.
Father, no! So we were too late after all.
Ferdinand. Hey.
Yes?
I don't know what to say. About your father, I mean.
No, it is all right. Some part of me was expecting this. I do not know what happened in Hrim territory, but I am sure he got what he deserved. You knew more about it, you said? Maybe you can tell me everything later.
I can tell you what I know.
Please do.
You know about the Hrim Rebellion, right?
Of course. The rebellion started when Emperor Ionius IX tried to consolidate power. The Hrim family tried to split off from the Empire and join the Alliance. Working with House Ordelia, they raised an insurrection. The Empire suppressed it. And then a puppet leader was installed in the Hrim territory. House Ayr was tasked with handling the actual governance of the region. Seeing this, the nobles feared that the Empire would assume total control. That's when the 6 great noble families chose to wrest power from Ionius IX.
That's right. The Insurrection of the Seven. I've always wondered why it was called Seven when there were only 6 noble families.
It was the 6 great noble families, plus Hrim.
How vexing. Either way, events unfolded shortly thereafter. Are you aware of how Duke Ayr was ruling the Hrim territory? He imposed harsh taxes upon the people, much harsher than on his own, making their lives very challenging. People fled their homes in droves to the neighboring Ordelia territory, but they were sent back from where they came. The Empire was occupying Ordelia territory as well, as it turned out. Issues were further complicated when Duke Ayr fell from power. Ayr was dismissed from his position, only to be replaced by Lord Arundel.
Edelgard's uncle, the regent of the Empire.
Correct. And he imposed even heavier taxes on the people, squeezing them painfully dry. The people were conscripted for duty. Any who opposed were killed on the spot. Lord Arundel did this in the name of Duke Ayr.
What?
Your father was by no means a great ruler, but it was Lord Arundel who stoked the fury of the people and directed that fury at your father. Duke Ayr is not perfect, but he's not the villain in this.
Lysithea, thank you for telling me all of this. I am embarrassed to say I had no idea. I see now that it was not his fault, but he did go along the wrong path and place a burden on his people. He can no longer atone for what he did, so I will have to. I need to go think about what I will do after the war, how I will make up for my father's mistakes.
Nothing helps deep thought like sweets. Sweets. They help you think. Perhaps you should find some for us.
I see. If I find some, I will be sure to let you know.
At the ready. Good time for a secret scheme.
Shall we?
Can we help?
I've got an idea.
I will prevail. Hard.
I'll keep pushing myself. I'm sorry.
Leave it to me.
I'm that...
Am I getting...
Thank you so much. Thanks so much. I have gratitude. Thank you.
Much appreciated.
Maybe I think I...
I'll keep... I got... Oh, up! I got... Professor?
Hey, Professor. Can we talk? I feel terrible about the last time we spoke. I was trying to apologize and just ended up losing my temper again. I'm really sorry.
I figured you'd say that, but I still feel like an idiot. Somehow, I just have a hard time keeping my feelings in check around you. And I think if I don't just tell you what I'm thinking, we'll never be able to have a normal conversation. So, let me clear the air. I want us to, engage. Yeah, wait, what? No, I mean in a duel. I know it's a sudden thing to ask, but I'm not going to feel settled until I know where I stand. Would you do that for me? Good. Don't hold back, okay? I want to see you at your absolute best. Phew. You got me. I'm completely outmatched. Maybe, but you were definitely stronger. Honestly, that's what I needed to see. You're a true successor to Captain Gerald's style of swordplay. I almost felt like you were him. I thought I was competing with you. But that's as pointless as competing against him would have been. So instead of that, I'm going to focus on keeping the promise I made to him. Captain Gerald said that if anything should happen to him, I'd have to support you in his place. He didn't sound serious at the time, but it was right before before we lost him. So, I've decided. I'd like to do just what he said. I know I'm not as strong as I need to be, but I swear to you, I'll train until I am. What do you say? Can I call you my employer? Yes, it's official. I'll protect you no matter what.
We did good out there.
This should be suitable.
Could be useful. I'm starting to get it.
I'll make good use of this power.
Sorry, Claude. You can't go past.
Huh? Ah, Cyril, it's you. I've got something I need to check in the Holy Tomb. You didn't say anything when we came here with Teach.
Lady Rhea said it was okay for you to go in there just that one time, but not anymore. I gotta do what Lady Rhea says. You wanna break them rules? Then you'll be her enemy. If you're trying to do that, I'll have to fight you.
Fine, I get it. I wouldn't hesitate to make an enemy of Rhea if it came to that. But I'd rather not fight with you. So I'll back off. For now.
Why is that?
Does it matter?
Dunno. With your status, you could smack me to the ground and walk right over me.
I guess. But I wouldn't. We're friends.
I thought you were the kind of guy who'd smack down just about anybody if you needed to.
You really are a stubborn one. All right then, I'll tell you. I swore I'd change this world so that those without status are no longer oppressed. Though you were never one of the people I was hoping to save. I never knew that there were people in Elmira in your kind of situation. I realized that my own perspective was too narrow. You helped me realize that. So, I owe you.
Did you just say you're all about saving people who are oppressed? Really?
I did. Is it so strange to hear that from me?
It's just... you reminded me of Lady Rhea there for a second. Lady Rhea always tried to save us folks without any status in the world. Like when she let an outsider like me stay at the monastery. That was real nice. She brought in those kids from Remire Village when they lost their parents, and...
Well, I'm not a religious man. I'm sure Rhea wouldn't want to be lumped in with a guy like me.
Lady Rhea didn't do those things because the goddess told her she should. She did it because she wanted to. I can tell you that.
I see. In that case, maybe I don't need to make an enemy of her. Thanks, Cyril. I think you've brought me a step closer to my dream.
Thanks to you too, Claude. If I was able to help you, then that makes me happy.
Hey, Hilda, can I ask you something?
Hey, Caspar. Sure, go ahead.
Well, you know that thing you do where you flirt with guys and get them to do stuff for you? Why don't you ever do that with me?
Oh, you want me to take advantage of you, eh? I'm happy to oblige. You're surprisingly sharp.
You know, Wait, surprisingly? What's that supposed to mean?
I didn't think there was much point in taking advantage of you. You're not one to do favors. So I just never bothered. It seems like less trouble to do things myself.
You really think I'm so heartless that I wouldn't be willing to help you out? I'd be happy to help, depending on what it is you need.
That's not my style, though. I don't ask people to do favors for me. I prefer for them to notice what I want and offer to do it themselves. You're not attentive enough to notice. But you do notice that I'm working my charms on others. How bizarre.
I guess that makes sense. Sorry I've been so oblivious to your needs. But why can't you just ask?
Well, when I ask someone for help, it's awkward for them to say no. So they go along with it even if they don't want to. But when they offer to help, everyone feels better about themselves.
Sure, but if your plan is to guilt someone into offering their help, isn't that the same, or worse?
Oh, my dear Caspar. Guilt isn't why they offer. But that's neither here nor there. I don't want to feel like I'm constraining you. I like your carefree lifestyle.
I'm not sure I follow, but I like the way you live too. Not being tied down by anything or anyone sounds like a pretty easy life. I get that. If there's anything you really need help with, though, don't be afraid to ask me. Sometimes you can't afford to wait around for someone else to notice.
That's sweet, Caspar. Thanks. Well, since you're offering, why don't you come to my room? I thought of something you can do for me.
Your room? Are you redecorating? Or moving out?
You're really oblivious, huh? I don't know what to do with you, Caspar.
I don't follow.
I could use some help carrying luggage.
Is that it? That's no problem at all. Come on, Bernadetta, open up. Why are you so mad at me? I have no clue what this is about, but I'm sorry.
You have no clue? Don't you remember what you did to me?
No. I didn't do anything.
Yes, you did. You did all kinds of things. But the worst thing was carrying me off. Twice. I thought I might die.
What are you even talking about?
Don't act like you never took me to that place.
What place? Why won't you? Oh, the place with the pretty view. Why are you mad about that?
Because you hold me around like a piece of luggage.
Again, why are you mad about that?
Don't act all surprised. How would you feel to be yanked around like that?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I was just excited to show it to you. Maybe I went a little overboard. I'm real sorry about that.
You are? Well, I hope you understand now.
I definitely do, and I feel awful about it. What can I do to make it up to you? Anything you want. I want to show you how seriously sorry I am.
Well, all right. I'd like you to, bring me to that place again. But promise me 2 things first.
Anything.
No carrying, no pulling around. Treat me gently.
Sure, of course. No problem. But that was 3 things, not 2.
That was 1 thing. Be gentle, okay?
what? Oh, okay. Sorry. What's the other thing?
I want you to promise not to take anyone else there. Only me.
All right, I can promise that. Seems a little strange, though. Why do you care?
Come on. If you really want to apologize, hurry up and take me there.
Right, on it. Here we are. Look at that gorgeous sunset.
This is it. The same view. After all that time inside, the sun feels like it's piercing right through me.
This little bit of sunshine? You really gotta get outside more. From now on, I'm gonna take you to all sorts of different places. I promise I'll be gentle, and I promise I won't take anyone else. Just you and me, all right?
What? But... okay. But if you get sick of me, I'm sorry ahead of time.
What? Good one, Bernadetta.
I'm a quick study. I work to grow.
I still have much to learn.
Professor.
We did good out there.
I see how this works.
Looks like I'm getting it.
Feeling pretty good about this.
Huh, okay. No big deal, really.
good fuel for a scheme.
How best to use this skill?
I suppose it's working.
Gronder Field should be around here, right? But it's so foggy. Even if there were enemies here, we'd never know it. I recall the terrain from the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, but without the ability to see the enemy's formation...
Our enemies are subject to the same conditions. We'll just have to wait for the fog to clear up.
Speaking of enemies, what do you think became of those unidentified troops? Any follow-up reports?
We haven't heard anything since. If they were headed this way... Well, I'd like to avoid being caught by surprise, but we can't make use of our scouts because of this fog. It's hard to predict this fight. There's no way to know what will happen. Of course, the morale of our allies would be crushed if we let them see us shaking in our boots. Your guidance is going to be crucial, Teach, now more than ever. Do whatever it takes to lead us to victory. Much appreciated.
Thank you so much.
Departing from the Great Bridge of Myrden, the Alliance army marches south toward Enbar, the Imperial capital. As an unknown military force begins their advance under the banner of the kingdom, the Imperial army dispatches forces from Fort Merceus with the intention of intercepting them. The curtain is rising on a conflict between the three armies. which will come to be known as the Battle at Gronder, held on the same plains that witnessed the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My thank you so much.
I am grateful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Know that I will tear your heads from your shoulders. The dead must have their tribute.
As big class reunions go, this one's gotta be the worst in history.
Years ago, we fought here as classmates. But not today.
Kill every last one of them!
And so we fight on.
I will crush anyone who blocks my path.
Dimitri, he's alive. But he doesn't look interested in joining forces with us.
It would not be advantageous to take on both at once. We must stop the Kingdom and the Alliance from joining forces. I will create such chaotic warfare that they won't be able to tell who is friend and who is foe.
Leave it to me. Can't afford to lose.
Let's make this quick.
Shall we?
Steady now.
I'll do my best.
My orders?
What's my strategy?
I will prevail. Shall we?
At the ready. Well done.
Mounted units, advance!
My orders?
Mounted.
Thank you.
I will prevail.
Steady now. I can do this! Still alive.
Fun to watch.
Shall we? Sorry, but it's you or me.
At the ready. What's my strategy?
I'll do my best.
Leave it to me. That's another one.
Shall we? Our quarrel wasn't personal.
Let's make this quick.
How kind of our enemies to fight one another, and open flanks as well. Generous.
Okay, who's next?
In a hurry to die, are you? I'll tolerate no obstacle. My skills are rising to my status.
I'm on a roll! Sorry it's gotta be like this. If they're going to stand in our way, they must die. Smash them to pieces.
In the name of His Highness, you die here.
It's over. Another victory.
No hesitation!
This could turn the tides.
Gotta use your head sometimes.
You lost that one. I aspire to be my best.
You should have seen that coming. Guess I need.
Sorry, but I must.
I must keep going. Can't afford to slack off.
My heart burns with pride.
I will destroy you! Alright, who's next?
You are impressive.
I can still fight, Your Highness.
Shut up and retreat. You must live to do. Are you trying to stop me too? I'll just have to kill you!
Allow me to
Where are you, Aengard? I will not stop until I kill you!
I've got no time for mercy.
Sorry it's gotta be like this. You should have seen that coming.
I must lead them well.
It won't be in vain.
There is still room for improvement.
Predictable.
Too close for my liking. I must always improve.
You're interfering with the plan. Looks like I'll just have to get rid of you.
Sorry about this!
Fighting on will endanger my life. Your Majesty, I must withdraw.
You lost that one.
I've got to pull it together.
Now to keep polishing my skills.
Thank you.
I'm not dying here.
My moment has arrived!
I fought and won.
Don't blow this!
It's done. You lost that one.
Too easy. Strategy in motion. You got yourself killed.
Sorry it's gotta be like this.
time. We'll cover you.
Good time for a secret scheme.
Thought you could best me? And I'll keep getting stronger.
That's enough!
I still have a long way to go.
A predictable success.
Shall we? Sorry, but it's you or me.
I still have a long way to go.
Hey, look at you.
Leave it to me.
I will prevail. I'll do my best. Ooh, nice.
Steady now.
Sorry.
No use.
What's my strategy?
I will help too. Oh, I got it. An ambitious plan.
Let's bring them down.
Ernie's just no good.
At the ready.
I am here for you.
Watch this. Good fuel for a scheme.
To survive, I will win!
My orders?
That's
Shall we?
Let's make this quick.
Too easy. A fitting outcome. More battles means more strength.
I knew when next we met, one of our paths would have to come to an end. Your journey ends here, Professor. Forever.
We haven't seen each other since Garrick Mach. You've grown lovelier than ever, Edelgard.
You're not so unfortunate yourself. And you have the aid of the Professor. Frankly, I'm jealous. Now's the chance for you and the Professor to leave.
I'm afraid I must decline. Even if we left, we just have to come right back. Hold a grudge if you must.
I lost. Just as expected, you aren't making my path an easy one. I must retreat for now. We'll meet again on the battlefield.
Even in an ugly battle like this, it's important not to lose heart. We have to take pride in our victory. We did it, Teach. Now we can move forward to our victory. So, Edelgard retreated. I suppose she lives to be defeated another day. I suppose a win is a win, regardless of the circumstance. Some of our allies are injured, but can still fight. We'll just have to accept this outcome and press onward. Still, the battlefield looks awful. And I wonder what became of the Kingdom Army and Dimitri.
I saw him.
Who? Dimitri?
He was completely different from how I remember him. He looked like a crazed demon while he was fighting. He pursued Edelgard as she retreated, but he didn't get far before he collapsed. I saw him surrounded by Imperial troops and pierced by their spears. I'll never forget it. He deserved a better end.
Dimitri. He went through so much to make it here, only for his efforts to be in vain.
I can't even begin to understand what Dimitri must have been feeling, but there must have been some other way. Why did he have to go like that?
And his vassal, Dedu. And did he fall as well?
I don't know.
Your Highness. Your ambitions are my own now. I will bring you Edelgard's head. I swear it!
Professor, Claude, may I have a moment of your time?
Lysithea, what are you doing up this late? Trouble sleeping? Anyone would be shaken after such a brutal battle. If you're having trouble sleeping, you should drink some warm milk. That's a thing, right?
Must you treat me like a child, simply because I'm awake a bit later than usual? Actually, I can hardly muster any indignation right now. I wanted to tell you that I noticed something odd during that battle.
What was it?
There were some strange mages among the ranks of the Imperial Army. Did you notice them? That's right. I have seen people dressed just like that before. It was a long time ago. House Ardelia was involved in a rebellion that took place within the Empire 13 years ago. After it was quelled, all of the key officials were caught and put to death. The Empire sent replacements, who they used to take control of House Ardelia. Among the people sent by the Empire were mages dressed in black, just like those we saw in battle.
If they're Imperial mages, it makes sense that they would wear the same clothing, right?
Yes, but the mages from back then and today, I do not believe they are from the Adrestian Empire. No. I got the impression that they were from somewhere else, somewhere completely separate from Fodlan. There's more. Those mages imprisoned the children from my house and performed horrible rituals on them. Blood experiments.
Lysithea, you can't mean... even you?
Yes. All of the others were deemed failures. They all died. And even I... It doesn't matter. The point is that those monsters possess dreadful knowledge and power. I just thought you should know the sort of people who have allied with the Empire.
Blood experiments. Does that remind you of anything, Teach? Exactly. There was that secret group who abducted Flayn and extracted her blood 5 years ago. The people involved back then were Tomas and Monica. Well, I suppose their true names were Solon and Kranya. So, that eerie group has been slithering behind the scenes in the Empire for a while now. Lysithea, thank you for sharing all of that with us. One day we will uncover the truth of who those people really are. We've managed to invade Empire territory and emerge victorious in our first battle. I hope to maintain our momentum and push onward to Enbar, the Imperial capital. Unfortunately, we are not legendary heroes in a fairy tale. Our stamina has limits. The longer we fight, the harder the fight will become. It will take immense effort to secure the supplies and soldiers we need to prevail.
Boy, you better not be saying this is as far as we go.
Of course not. However, the road ahead leads deep into enemy territory. It'll be a difficult journey, strewn with hardship. I can't guarantee that we'll make it out alive. If anyone wants to leave, now is the time to do it.
I shall accompany you to the very end. After all, someone must step up to take leadership should you fall.
I'm coming. The future of my village depends on this. Besides, I have to protect the professor. For Captain Gerald.
I'm not going anywhere. Because of the Empire, my little sis can't live in peace.
We can't leave the future of Fodlan to others. I'm sure that everyone here feels the same.
The Knights of Seros will keep fighting the Empire. We won't rest until we rescue Lady Rhea.
I feel the same as the Knights. I've got to rescue Lady Rhea no matter what.
So, what? We're all supposed to take turns saying we'll do our best until the very end? And what about you, Marianne? What will you do?
I'll fight too.
Fine. Fine. I suppose I'll tag along too, until the bitter end.
It's an honor to keep fighting alongside such stalwart allies. Right, Teach? Hey now, when you put it that way, it almost sounds like you're just praising yourself. All right. Now that I know where each of you stands, I'm going to return to Alliance territory for a while. I intend to report this victory to the Alliance Lords and draw out even more support from them. Our next battle will be even more challenging, so brace yourselves for that.
I should write to my brother. He'll want to hear about our victory.
Your brother, Lord Holst? How is he these days?
Oh, he's doing great. I even got a letter from him before the last battle. He wanted to come and join our fight too.
What's this? Lord Holst come here? That would be a most reassuring development.
Sadly, it sounds like my father was against the idea. They want him to stay in case they need to fight the Almirans.
Their logic is sound. though it is vexing that the Alliance's greatest general cannot join us on the front lines.
We should be glad that Holst is staying behind. Almyra aside, there's also no guarantee that the Imperial forces won't try to launch a surprise attack from the Old Kingdom territory.
If you have something you need to talk to my brother about, I'd be happy to send a letter.
No, that's okay. I'm just glad to hear he's doing well. Please send him my regards.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Harpstring Moon. The Golden Scheme. Claude leverages his victory at the Battle of Gronder to secure reinforcements from Alliance lords. Meanwhile, the Imperial Army continues to tighten its defenses at Fort Merceus in anticipation of an attack on the Imperial capital.
Thank you for helping me with my training again today, Professor. I'm gonna keep at it for a while longer, so you go on ahead. I can't. Not when I'm right on the cusp of using my power to greater potential. Surely you yourself are tired. Just don't worry about me, okay? I'm sorry, Professor. It was careless of me to continue, despite how fatigued I clearly was. I probably should have listened to you. Now I've made a mess of things. I can't help but feel the need to rush in all things constantly. You get that way when you realize you haven't got much time. I believe I've mentioned that House Ordelia was, at one time, being controlled by people from the Empire. During that time, strange people, mages perhaps, came and performed rituals on all the youth within my family. With the Empire monitoring our every move, my parents could do nothing but watch in horror as all of this unfolded. One after another, the children died, until the only one left was me. You know, my hair wasn't always this color. During their experiments, they'd been doing things with my blood. One morning, I awoke like this, a shock of white hair, all trace of pigment gone. Upon seeing me, the mages were delighted. They realized that their experiments had finally succeeded. Sure enough, they ran a test and saw that two crests coexisted within me. Losing pigment from my hair wasn't the only loss. The mages informed me that my lifespan was now greatly shortened. 5 more years at most, perhaps less. Shortly thereafter, the mages lost interest in me, and we never saw them in the Ordelia household again. Since all that, our family has been in decline. It's challenging now even to govern our territory. After all my mother and father have suffered, I at least want them to have peace as they grow older. That is all I wish for, but I haven't much time to ensure it comes to pass. It's not like what's been done to me can be undone. Professor, the only way I can conceive of would be to remove my crest somehow. But I don't know if that's even remotely possible. Even if it were, I wouldn't be of much use to you and the others without my cress. You sound resolved. I'll allow your resolve to bolster my own. Thank you, Professor.
Our objective is Enbar, the Imperial capital. But our greatest obstacle lies before that.
And what's that?
Fort Mercius. If we can't pass through, we won't be able to reach Enbar.
Fort Mercius, the impregnable fortress, or so it's called.
If I recall correctly, it's sometimes referred to as the Stubborn Old General.
It is a massive fortress that was constructed to protect the Imperial capital.
The Imperial army we defeated has withdrawn to Enbar. Fort Mercius should be short on soldiers for now.
Yes, it would be good to finish up here before more enemy reinforcements arrive. The only real question is what our fearless leader intends to do.
Sorry for the delay, everyone. Those mewling lords kept me from leaving for quite some time.
So, were you able to secure additional reinforcements?
It's gonna have to wait until next month. It doesn't look like they can afford to keep supporting us at present.
Then what should we do about Fort Mercius? Do you plan on waiting around?
No, if we wait until next month, the enemy will have bolstered their defenses. That said, the prevailing theory is that you need triple your enemy's forces to take a fortress with a frontal assault.
Right. That's what we were taught at the Academy. And this is Fort Mercius we're talking about. It's renowned for its strong defenses.
Our current army isn't nearly strong enough. What to do?
Whatever you do, just don't ask us to scale those huge walls. We'd end up dead when they hurl rocks down at us.
Yeah, no thanks. If only someone would open up the gates for us from the inside.
Unfortunately, we don't have any spies in there. Wait a minute. I've got it. We sneak in, stir up confusion, and open the gates ourselves to let our allies in.
Right, that's what I was saying all along.
Right, nice one, Hilda. But how do you propose we go about sneaking in?
Disguises? If we dress up like Imperial soldiers, maybe they'll think we're allies and let us in.
Do you really think they'd just open the gates for us? I'd be pretty dumbfounded if that worked.
No, she's onto something. It's a good idea, Hilda. We just need to refine it a bit, and we'll be in there before we know it.
Really? Go me!
What is your definition of refining the idea? I know your go-to strategy is nausea-inducing poison, but...
Oh, I maybe ate too much. My stomach hurts.
Raphael, why are you eating meat during a war council?
So, fearless leader, I'm guessing you're going to keep the crucial parts of your scheme under wraps until the time comes, aren't you?
You know me so well, Judith. Whether we like it or not, this war puts a damper on all of our spirits. What's wrong with trying to have a little fun every now and again? Just leave the details to me.